Well, Michael Mann actually affected a lot of directors. I mean, everyone heard about after the fact that he just kept a water truck on his set all the time, just to constantly wet down streets. Yeah. And then all of a sudden that became the thing for directors to do. Thief looks fantastic. Let's get a water truck and let's just wet down these night streets and throw lights on them. And like when you're saying it affected your work, I mean, there's lines in Thief that affected my life.
I am the last guy in the world that you want to fuck with.
Insofar as I have always lived my life trying to be like James Caan, insofar as I am Joe Boss of my own life. I am Joe Boss, and I am Joe Boss of my own life.
You don't want to work for me? What's wrong with you?
Hey, you goof, look at the wall.
Okay, you literally are saying the worst part about Thief, all right? Yeah, okay, there's only difference, though, is I would enjoy that postcard. The only reason the character has that postcard is to just is to say, fuck it, and throw it away. Here's all the life's good things. Okay, now fuck that, I'm gonna kill everybody.
Well, that's just it.
This is not for me. Well, I wouldn't put it quite like that. Before we get too lost into the Thief, I would put it more about the idea that he was untouchable because he was untouchable. Yeah. The minute that he fell in love, the minute he had something they could take from him, the minute they could put the bite on him, he had to get rid of the kid. He was the man. Absolutely, he was the man. (1983's) The Keep. Yes, absolutely Michael Mann's second film. The reason that I wanted to see the damn thing, all right, was because it was Michael Mann's second film. And when his name appears, it drew guffaws from us. It might as well be National Treasure. And done in that bad action movie way where everything's being said while wind machines are blowing and special effects are going.
And the music is...
When we got through watching it, I just said outright, that was a fucking fiasco.
Yeah, and it was.
It's a fiasco, but it wasn't entertaining. But what was fascinating about it is to see a guy who has become one of cinema's great stylists trying to be a great stylist before he knows his shit. And that is why this ultimately ends up being interesting, because frankly, it's interesting to see a great cinema stylist before he was that good. He's not in control of his style. He's constantly lost. And when he's lost, he goes to slow motion. When he's lost, he throws in more smoke.
Yeah.
When he's lost, he cranks up the music. Well, the whole movie. Well, you're bringing it up as if odd lighting sources develop in the last 45 minutes. The whole film is set up with there's no structure or where this light is coming from. Not only that, they even have that one light that they put every actor to stand in. Yeah. Okay, speaking of which, Band of the Hand is far better than The Keep. Cat Squad is way better than The Keep. That just shows what a piece of shit we've been watching all along. When I first saw the movie, I hadn't seen it since I first saw it at the theaters. As time has gone on, pretty much the only thing I remembered about it was the beginning. Yeah. Because the beginning was so impressive and it was so ambitious. Well, what's going on for the audience is the fact that just like small village in Romania, all of a sudden the Nazis show up. So in The Keep, the thing is the Nazis come into the Carpathian Mountains in Romania and take over this village. They, hey, we need to do some work here. There's this keep over here. We're going to make that our home base and everybody just stay the fuck out of our way. And so when you get into the keep, you see that it's seems like hundreds, or at least 100 silver crosses. And so 2 German soldiers left there during the night go, hey, this is silver. Let's steal this shit. So they start trying to pry off one of the silver things, and that whatever has been kept in the keep, it unleashes it. Then that ends up killing those 2 soldiers. And now this thing is just kind of killing random German soldiers almost every night. But anyway, enough of this shit has happened that now all of a sudden the Gestapo shows up. And then leading the Gestapo is the best performance in the entire movie.
Absolutely.
And that's Gabriel Byrne.
Yeah, absolutely.
Leading the Gestapo, and he is...
Yes.
I'm not even a Gabriel Byrne fan,
No, me
per se.
neither.
I don't even look... Here's the thing about that. I don't even know if he's that great in the part. He's just what the movie needs at that time.
Well,
he's a perfect villain at that time. And he looks great in his Gestapo uniform. It's the muddledness of the movie. The movie obviously thinks that the creature is its A villain, and Gabriel Byrne is its B villain, but us as the viewer, the creature's barely registering, all right? It's Gabriel Byrne is the villain. That's all the bad guy side, which is the interesting part of the movie. The completely uninteresting part of the movie is all the good guy stuff, which most unconvincingly deals with Scott Glenn's magical character, because apparently
He's angel character.
yeah, he's an angel basically, or he's like, or the warrior that time has deemed the good one to fight against this evil warrior if the evil thing in the keep is ever released. And Ian McKellen gives what has to be the worst performance of his career, and he's using this horrible voice. It's like a bad community theater production. And he looks, I mean, even like the wig, the look looks like a bad community theater production. But where the film, I think, really goes bad is all the stuff that deals with the villagers. And then they start talking and you don't buy the way the villagers speak or the way they talk. Tasteful is not what I'm looking for in a sex scene. All right, you know, all the jazzercise angles that they keep doing as they're doing their... Yes, because I collect board games that have to do with movies and TV shows. Despite everything I said here, I would happily play a Keep board game. In fact, I dare say it'll definitely be more entertaining than the movie. And that is The Keep. At the end of the day, The Keep was a fiasco. Something about The Last of the Mohicans that made me always kind of avoid it, to such a degree that I've never seen the Michael Mann version. To this day, I haven't seen the Michael Mann version of Last of the Mohicans. I saw The Keep, and I didn't see Last of the Mohicans at the theater. And I remember even reading his film comment in review when he did Last of the Mohicans. But I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to see this. And I didn't see it. And everyone was talking about how good it was. And I didn't see it. Because I was just, I'm just not interested in that story. When I finished the BBC Masterpiece Theater production. So when I'm finished with it, which I like, by the way. When I finish that one, then I'll watch the Michael Mann. Anytime anybody wanted to do those books again, they always kind of went back to the Edward Small version. So consequently, Philip Dunn, who wrote the screenplay for this version of Last of the Mohicans, gets a credit on the Michael Mann version because he figured out stuff. He figured out drama stuff that wasn't in the book, but Michael Mann wanted to keep, because as far as he's concerned, it is the movie. I mean, it almost seems sacrilegious to bring up a real movie like The Insider in comparison to The Keep. To even say the name The Insider in the same sentence as this movie just shows the dichotomy with, if you ask me, Michael Mann only works when he's dealing with the 20th century. And I think there's particularly just something about Michael Mann doing crime stories. I think that there's something a little lost when he's not doing a crime story, with the exception of The Insider, which they try to make as much like a crime story as they possibly can. I mean, there's even, apparently there's assassins after, it's insinuated that there's assassins after Russell Crowe at some moments. And there's looking out of the sea. Okay, the Michael Mann shot.
It's a classic Michael Mann shot.
The wall, the wall of glass behind you that has a beach going on.
And there is a simple...
Doesn't matter if you're a regular cop, you can afford a house on the beach with a wall of glass.